Starting on the CT side here, and we can see the buy coming from Liquid now. It's going to be 3 sets of armor and 2 utility players as well. Actually 4 players heading towards the B side as well. Slowing things down, could be going for the boost, looking for any initial aggression coming in. And we'll see how this one pans out. The CT's actually focusing more towards the drop-down area, but they're going to be in the window, kind of connector zone. So almost anticipating this play coming in from Liquid.
We'll see if it pays off. We saw yesterday, it was like a gun round, mind you, but Envious completely gave up that drop position. Phelps flanked 2 people inside the A site. This isn't going to be so easy because TYLOO is watching it. But again, it does make it a little more passive inside of B. It's only going to be Captain Mo in there. Do you know that there's a play called 5 Guys Named Mo? We need a team with 5 guys named Mo. We've got 3. If your name is Mo in game, please apply within. As Mo gets a pop out late from KFC, does take down Kusta on the entry. He needs to turn back quickly because the Liege has already gotten in behind him, and Nitro's got a kill, so the 2 entries working again, and it's going to be cleaned up. Simple with the last kill as Hiko chimes in as well, but that was just really swift and going so passive on that drop room. No one really in the site to combat it.
Yeah, they looked like they were anticipating an A split. Potentially, they're both waiting by the windows, and that is a very common strategy for a T-sided pistol. But Liquid just went for the straight-up B split, completely standard stuff there. Came out together 3-2 and just wrecked the bomb site. TYLOO didn't really stand a chance. They will be going for the force buy here on the second round. So CZ 5-7s and Captain Mo on the Desert Eagle. We can see Liquid have gone for 3 SMGs as well. That suggests they'll be going straight towards B. Concentrate on drop-down room and more similar scenes here. As actually a lead going in first.
Liege gonna follow Nitro as always, but the pistols prevail. That's as impressive. Mo's got a shot on Akusta. The 1-2 punch gets nothing done, and a setup inside of the B site, this time with aggression rather than passion. That's not what I was gonna go with, but yes, works out well. Hiko has to fall back slightly, does with range with the MP7 take the head off of Mo, and now they've got it back down to 2 versus 2. Unfortunately for TYLOO as well, those 2 players are far away from where the guns were dropped, so it's just gonna be the pistols they have to play with.
Well, it's still, I was about to say Liquid have a strong chance here, but Simple is going to be dropped, now leaving Hiko with 26 HP behind the bomb side as well. So maybe dropping a smoke, trying to get a plant down here and boost his chances, but it's going to be a fake plant. TYLOO players are pretty low, but it doesn't matter. Fancy takes down Hiko. Wow. And that's actually a massive round there. Liquid didn't really slow things down. They went for the fast B split once again. They lost the initial frag to the Desert Eagles to TYLOO. They tie things up at 1-1. You'd assume that Liquid will be forcing into this themselves. They want to make sure no bank accounts can swell on the Chinese side. So Tech-9s do come in, but it's actually more of a conservative buy here. So just the upgraded pistols. Kusta has got some body armor, and TYLOO can rest easy this round. They've got 3 UMPs, a Famist and an M4, a couple of kits. But we talked about this going into this game, that actually in these sort of matchups, you would say this map, it could easily be a CT-sided affair. It's normally in like the top echelons of Counter-Strike is where it's a heavy T-sided match. As you said, I know Liquid making their way towards drop-down. CTs are playing quite passive this time. They can hear it as well, so in terms of play towards the A site, bomb is dropped, Simple does recover. It's Hiko. They've got the same name in this. You've got Hiko and Simple.
It is, yeah. Hikovic. Yeah, they do that occasionally. They have a weird bromance. It might be almost as weird as ours.
But when we're looking at the top right, it's going to make it really confusing.
Yesterday was the worst. Nico, Hiko, Nitro. But somebody's going to take down Hiko that time, and it makes it now 2-1, so pretty straightforward. They do get it down to 2 members only, though, so they are still working to that economy, but unfortunately with that eco as such, they kind of have to sit for this round at least. Bomb plant down, they're going to be able to buy next round regardless, but bomb plant down will put them in an excellent position to bring up the AWPs on the T side as well.
Well, that's what we talked about going into this. Simple. You've got some insider information. He will be rolling with it on the T side of Cobble, so expect some explosive play from him. I know he can be quite the character on the T side.
That's one way of putting it.
Quite the character.
It's funny how they actually, as a team, by the way, just for some more insight, they kind of like play off of his toxicity and they joke about it, so they literally just act as toxic as possible to each other in sarcasm, and it kind of like numbs it a bit. I think it's a good way to deal with it. But Mo's going to drop down, take Simple already. Liege, yeah, pretty much. Liege going to go in now. Tech-9 gets dropped. Somebody, an attacker. He holds on up close with the M4. He's playing the one nearer to the bomb site. Somebody at KFC, and attacker's got all 3. Turns back and finds Nitro just as quickly as that. So 3-1, but now, as we say, gun's going to come out. No bomb plant. Still in a decent position money-wise. And here we go. Simple. There it is. Immediately onto it.
So TYLOO, after losing the pistol, they're currently up 3-1 here. So a great start after that second round forced by with the Desert Eagles. Attacker control the M4, takes down 3 kills. Clean round from him, but this is where it really counts now. Simple, as we said, going in with the AWP, they went for the conservative safe buys, didn't force into it. They want to make sure they have this weapon available. And it looks like he's going towards drop down here. For the aggressive face as well. This is unprecedented. Doesn't find anything just yet. Smoke is down for the CTs, but he's managed to get past it, so just hoping that someone comes to the face and inspects what's going on in that area.
And the hold with that AWP, I mean, that's such a simple angle, isn't it? It's a complex angle, but it's a simple angle.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, okay, good.
He's still going to be holding strong for now. You can see we've got 2 players towards the top of the middle waiting for any CT aggression to come in. There's no AWP on the CT side. Trying to build the cash balances there. DD with the FAMAS. And here's the player watching towards drop down as well, but not showing any presence there whatsoever. Hoping the terrorist will make the first move.
Nico's going to wait a little bit longer as well. Can't afford to create this deficit too much. This is what they were talking about on the desk. If they underestimate TYLOO and they get a decent start. Remember, this is for elimination. Attacker's going to fall back. 3K last time against the Pistols from this position. Somebody playing closer to him this time from that statue rather than out toward the chicken coop.
Well, 30 seconds remain. Here comes the execution. First kill is about to come in. DD stepping up, does take down Hiko.
Doesn't actually take down the second. Akusta as well turns back, but can't get there fast enough against Nitro. Elise will drop, but Simple gets one more, make it now 2 with the AWP. And that drops us to an even situation, but a great nade. I was about to mention the HP, and it's gone away from Simple with that nade from Mo. Nitro going to go for the bomb plant, but they're going to produce a more aggressive stance as he does so. Take advantage of the time, nearly peeks out and finds one, but they hold it, and TYLOO gets the first gun round as well.
Very impressive stuff there from TYLOO. Simple did what he could, found the double AWP kill, but it wasn't quite enough. That was very standard, traditional NA play, which I was referencing before. To slow it right down, try and wait for a pick to come in. If it doesn't happen, go for the slow B split into the bomb site. The idea is they need to find that entry frag, and normally they do with those strong, aggressive entry players they have, but this time it's actually TYLOO to capitalize and keep 2 players alive as well. It's going to be Captain Mo with the AWP this time. Liquid will be able to buy. There's going to be 5 AKs this time and a lack of utility as well. They've got 3 smokes, a few flashbang and no Molotovs, and thinking that they'll be focusing their efforts towards a B rush here, Matt.
I'm going to go for the boost onto the tree. Early flash out, Liquid with the AKs. Try and make a play on this, but somebody gets up close. A different angle again for him to play in this B site, so they are showing some versatility despite that this was a designed pick from Liquid based on the fact that TYLOO never play it. And somebody shuffles to the right. Elish can't find him because he looks to the corner he previously was in.
He snuck through the smoke as well.
This is incredible from somebody. He's playing B so well right now, and this is going to start to make Liquid consider other options, but they have got down drop. Nitro picks up 2, Hiko chimes in with 1, and Simple knows that somebody's there because he's not inside the site. There's only one place he could have gone, so he's going to hold the angle from the arch. As the bomb goes down, that puts somebody in a different position. He has to rotate back, and cleverly so, because this will allow him back in without having to confront them going toward drop. Fancy just has to hold the angle.
Yeah, they knew exactly where he was. He only got 19 HP as well, so the retake comes in. It's going to be somebody to find the killer towards Simple, but he's quickly taken down as now we are in a 2-on-1. Low HP. He has found 3 kills this round, but it's not going to be enough. So after it looked so promising for TYLOO, they managed to pick up the first 2 frags. All of a sudden, Liquid opened things up once they had control of the site.
And this is an important save because there has been some close rounds despite TYLOO picking them up. So 3 players are in a position where they aren't going to be able to fully buy. DD can force out, but Fancy, Mo, they can each drop. So saving this one last M4 will get Attacker into it quite easily as well, and they'll get decent utility. So just the one gun's going to make a big difference in the next round.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You see, as you said, Captain Mo and Fancy won't be able to drop guns here. They won't be able to get an AWP by the looks of things because he's spreading the wealth out and it's getting 5 rifles. So it's a decent buy as well. We've got incendiaries, kits, smokes. So they'll be able to do something with this. There's Simple back on the AWP now. So after 4 rounds in a row for TYLOO, they could bounce back and bring the scoreline to 4-2. Kusta on the Galil this round. And they are once again focusing towards B. Looks like another rush coming in straight away.
Kusta's in through the smoke. Odd that he's the first one there. Not normal for him, but tries to take advantage of the spawn. Hiko is the one to take somebody this time. The man who's been causing all of the problems in this B site, which has been where all of the action has been so far from Liquid.
We expected this, though. This is kind of standard Liquid play. TYLOO doing what they can now. Do find the first frag on towards Kusta, but Liquid coming to life now. It's going to be a 3-on-2 in their favor, but the numbers are depleting rapidly. Now going to be a 2-on-1, and there it is. Nitro doing what he can, but it's not enough. DD takes him down in the end. The rush looks so promising.
Absolutely no reason for Simple to drop off the platform in that position. Bombs down. He's already got the lineup toward the alleyway, and he drops in, misses the shot. Nitro's left alive with 5 HP.
So Liquid doing pretty much a mirror of the round we saw before. They did a decent fast execution coming as well. Smokes on the bomb site, Molotoving it out, and they got the first kill on the site as well, but These retakes from TYLOO are actually pretty impressive, and that's resets Liquid. $1,400 obviously get the bomb down as well as an extra 800. They will be forcing this round, Matt. So we have got 3 rifles, 2 upgraded pistols, Simple on the Deagle and Kusta on the Tech 9. Have got the smokes and flashes again. Could just do a similar approach and just hope that they get the first kill. There'll be 4 players committed towards the B site right now, but they'll be slowing things down.
Simple's just going to wait for any aggression on the A site to look for information. Deagle in hand. Somebody again on the statue.
We haven't seen much aggression from the CTs at all, to be fair.
Do you feel like this is like somebody has like the who's on first, what's on second? Like if we had nothing in this, somebody's on the statue, nothing in KFC. It would be like that joke all over again, wouldn't it?
It's a great joke. It works on a lot of different levels.
It does, doesn't it?
Well then, we can see Liquid now going for the pick mentality once more. They want to get control of that drop-down room, which has been quite easy to access. It's TYLOO playing that very passively. You can see on your screen right now. Once they get control of that area, we've similar scenes. Smoke onto the bomb site, flash out, try and find that first pick. It's going to come down to a Legion Nitro. They're the players of the AKs to open things up.
Nico already dropping down. It's just going to wait. Doesn't want to commit to this too early. They have to make these rifles work, and Kusta's going to get the information with the Tech 9. Swing out, gets the kill himself. That was a designed play to go for Hiko to get the trade so they could get into the site, but that's a benefit. If they can get one more member still alive, Attacker has to turn back, but he's overwhelmed. Both angles to cover, so he ducks in behind the statue. Actually makes it work against Hiko. But Kusta's coming out late. He's picked up the rifle that Hiko's dropped, and look at Elige. Brilliant stuff from him. It's down to just fancy. Long rotation as well.
Yeah, nice work from Kusta there, opening things up with a Tech 9 kill, and actually finds 2 more after that as well. This is going to leave Fancy one with not many options. He's got the AK, salvaged that, and will be falling back in the 3-on-1. So Liquid, it was a difficult round for them. Only had 2 rifles to play with, but it's actually the Tech 9 that prevails. They get control of the drop-down room, find that first pick. That opens up the bomb site, split it very well. And the problem is with TYLOO playing that very defensive strategy, Matt, with like playing players will connector, not actually challenging drop-down. It allows Liquid to get some decent real estate, and once they find that first pick, it's almost impossible for TYLOO to actually retake effectively. They're coming through the connector doors, could be smoked off, flashed off, even have a Molotov in front of it. So I'd like TYLOO to be a little bit more aggressive now and actually start facing these angles and challenging the duels, not giving up drop down so quickly. But still, they are in the lead. It's going to be 5-3 now. Still in favour of TYLOO. We'll see what their money sits at. And it's not pretty. That's a pretty hard reset for them. They have got 1 AK-47, but can't really justify even upgrading the pistols at this point. HG's been purchased.
And this is a gift for Liquid in the fact that they've managed to win back the economy that quickly, because they themselves are still in a position where
it's back.
Maybe
well.
Mo's my friend. Apparently next, it was someone trolled him and put it on his account. So we're not really friends. I thought we were, but now Mo, I'm down. Let's do it. I'm gonna go to China. We're gonna hang out.
I've only ever seen 1 kill with a revolver, but I'm always happy to see it.
No,
just because of how bad it is. I'm always interested to see what people's reasoning are for actually having that in their inventory.
Don't worry, I'm creating an R8 squad. Next thought he was going to be on it, he's not. Mo, I'll pick him
Snacks
up.
can be on it.
Snacks, yep. At least we have 1 good player. Somebody. Good player was me, Henry, by the way, in case you're wondering. Somebody going to wait in the corner with the USB. But they are going to finally go toward A Liquid this time, and it's going to be slow, but they have got the advanced movement.
If you just go
From
first
Kusta.
person on Mo right now, he's got his technique down. Oh, it's not going to be.
Fancy's got Kusta. You're talking about the pre-bolting that he's doing. This is the only way to use it if you're going to use it.
He's got some mad technique for it, but looking like Liquid will make their way towards the A side now. The bomb is in position, but CCs will be rotating over from a balcony towards APC as well. So the next kill coming in, but Simple will be the one to find it. They can allow him to scout out with the kill.
He's going to bring that R8 back over toward the site, but Simple still trying to find the shot with the WP. Fancy's able to push back forward. That AK that's coming to his hands might actually work. He's going to catch Hiko off, not expecting that push. And they've got the flank coming in now as well from Long. It's going to leave Simple in wide open position, and somebody's there. Okay. They shut it down. That's such smart rotations from TYLOO.
Fancy picking up 4 kills with that AK-47. He was the only one with an actual weapon as well. The LA didn't even have to step up, and the economy game's been thrown away for Liquid.
I literally just said it was a gift, but apparently TYLOO's the Grinch because they've stolen that economy right back. So Liquid it's still in trouble here.
Fancy was holding towards long A, gets that first shot, really good one on Kusta there, falls back to the bomb side, gets the bomb as well, and is aggressive, of course, taking out everyone in his path. It looked like Simple had that situation on lockdown, but it wasn't meant to be. This is a really back and forth game, but TYLOO have the opportunity to actually get a couple of rounds in a row here, as Liquid now pretty much full eco, have some upgraded pistols, 5 players towards drop down. It's going to hope to swarm and stifle the CTs in this area, but as I said before, have been very passive. So allowing them to get control of this and then take them down when they go towards the side.
There's a spray back from Elige just with that Glock. Works, connects, Fancy goes down. Gives them the man advantage on Liquid's side. They picked up a rifle onto Elige. Hiko on the AK. See if they can make this work because Bomb's going to get planted as well, and Simple still lurking in behind this. That drop. He can actually make this work. It's a P250, so the accuracy is going to be reasonable from this range. Does whiff a few, but it's going to draw some more time. They have to give him attention, and that allows Nitro to walk in and isolate somebody.
This is it. The CTs have to save at this point. It's Simple's just applying pressure. He will be taken down in the end by DD, but still the damage has been done. Nitro has the ore, but that's given away as well. They need to be careful at this point. Goes down to a 2-on-2. CTs don't have kits. They still can't really justify going for this, but they do find another frag. And Elige now will be waiting towards middle. He's got this on lockdown, just in case they did come for it. But that's Liquid bouncing back after getting a pistol round against them. They come in with just Tech 9s and PT50s. And once again, it's the drop-down area for TYLOO is letting them down. As soon as Liquid get control of that area, they seem to be capitalizing almost every single time. I think an adjustment to this TYLOO setup needs to come in at this point, but they are going to be bringing in AWP at this stage. Attacker will be wielding that weapon. And actually passing it over to somebody. It's a little bit of a juggle. Everyone's having a go, so Fancy coming over.
Yeah, Fancy's typically the AWP player, but it's Simple he's going to be going against. Full arsenal of nades on Liquid's side, not so much on TYLOO's. They do have 4 smokes, which is the most important on Cobble. Molotov a drop, usually decent as well. Not bad at long, but rather have it a drop. It's going to be Kusta trying to dodge the flashes. He gets low enough that he's not spotted up from somebody who once again is playing toward that statue, but it's opened up by Attacker, who's still supporting onto somebody. They need to be careful about this. That Molotov, it's not going to reach somebody. He goes behind, it will limit his movement, but he's still got the shot into Hiko. Needs to be careful. Look how passively they're holding these angles, TYLOO. Quite disciplined, not overextending, but finally they put him in a position where he has to face one way or the other, and he guesses wrong. And Simple's got the shot with the AWP. Still though, Kusta, 12 HP. Bomb's gonna go down in the hands of Nitro. And they've got Simple. That was their best chance to hold this post plant because he was the one with the platform. Kusta, he needs to help out Nitro right now, who faces 2 alone. Does manage to get both kills, but again, 12 HP and 25 only for Nitro. The AWP from Fancy, it's been spotted, but it's still flanking, and Nitro goes down, it's all onto Kusta.
Wow, Nitro did what he could there, but like you said, Kusta is cowering towards KFC. Didn't want to face them 12 HP and TYLOO with a very decent retake there. The fact they were actually so disciplined, like you said, they're finding those first frags and making Liquid commit to the bomb side before actually facing again. Actually quite nice to watch. That's another big round in terms of the economy going in favor of TYLOO. We still fancy one coming from the other platform as well, so they had to be completely pincered in that situation. Once they found out the intel, just waited for Liquid to face again, took them down in 2-on-1 situations. And this is actually turning out to be a very competitive game. I thought Liquid were going to run away with this one, but TYLOO are showing up for sure. As we go to round number 12, Fancy One is back on the AWP. He'll be going towards long A, actually. This is an angle we say is normally like not really favorable for the CTs, but this could actually work out for him. He's going very aggressive here, and he does spot one. Somehow, he gets away with his life. Will he be deciding to face again? It's going to be Simple, and this is going to be complicated now for Fancy One. But oh, what a shot!
All right.
Okay. This guy's ready to go.
This is, considering Liquid looked at the map pool and by design thought, all right, let's go to Cobblestone. We can handle them on this. This is a really decent Cobblestone half from TYLOO so far. That push out, it's calculated. They know they haven't been putting a lot of pressure on the A side. They know guns are going to be back up. They take the fight. Simple goes down and leaves Hiko with a Tech 9. And Fancy's smart enough to fall away from this as well. So again, TYLOO being disciplined. He's not going to commit to the flank. He goes all the way back to the A site. He can rotate over. They've got the man advantage. There's no need to extend. They just give away the numbers.
They want Liquid to commit. They don't even want to face him at the platform. This is what Liquid have made their whole strategies around, is getting these picks on the upper platform.
And look at this. Kusta's still considering that there's a flank. So just by getting that kill, he's already slowed everything down, not only by killing Simple, but just it's in the mind. Kusta has to watch that. They have to wait and figure out exactly what's going on the CT side.
That's actually a really interesting approach. Liquid just can't believe they're gifted this much room, and now they are going to be coming to the side. Someone's going to be going down in a second. There's just so many crossfires established, and there it is. This tag team work coming in. Attacker gets the first kill, but Nitro fighting back, so is Hiko. He finds a double with a Tech 9.
Somebody's been smart, though, not spotted up. He's going to get the bomb planter as well because he's committed to it.
Wow.
Nitro goes down, not fast enough to relay the information to Kusta. There was no time to react. And Hiko, Clutch Master, has to take down 2. Spots the first, but it's Fancy with the AWP again.
Somebody there with the Famis in towards KFC. No one even checking it. There were so many crossfires established on the bomb site. No one even thought that'd be a possibility. He didn't show anything until the last moment. He absolutely had to. And that shot from Fancy on his screen right now, this was pretty sick. That's actually something quite special. Such a high-pressure situation. This is somebody coming out of the KFC and finding the bomber as well. Really, really impressive stuff from him. So we're going to round number 13. Liquid have indeed been broken, and TYLOO have won the half. 8 plays 4 now. They're going to have P250s, Tech 9, a couple of flashbangs you'd assume would be back towards drop down. That's where they have been finding most of their success. And indeed they will be. The one flash will go in, try and go for the window. And they have been finding these opening picks even with the Tech 9s. So let's see if they can do that again.
Fast approach. Molotov is correct on either side. Look how much damage it's doing. Mo comes over. He doesn't even need to be here at this point. He'll get one kill for his troubles in rotating, but everyone else is doing the perfect amount of damage. Hiko and Simple. Hiko Simplevic, Simple Hikovic. See if that bromance amounts to anything. Simple tries to bait out the bomb plant. Attacker has the angle on it.
Well done.
Well, this is impressive. This is scary and impressive from TYLOO. This is very well designed. Their B-hold, their crossfires, as you say, is very, very
it's not
sexy
something
almost.
We don't ever see anything like that. Like I said, Liquid based their whole strategy and their mentality of this map of working picks. They rely on their big fraggers like Nitro or Simple to work the upper platform, look for that first pick. And you've just shown me an interesting tweet.
Apparently someone says they're 10-0 right now. I looked at their stats on HLTV. I didn't see that, but maybe I didn't dig deep enough. So TYLOO is actually really good. So this might be a mistake entirely by Liquid. Looking at this.
Like I was saying, I really like their approach to it in terms of like countering the NA style of working the picks in your platform, then executing. They're not giving them anything. They're making them actually fully commit and have to face these crossfires. I think if Liquid went for a more sort of full set piece and just did the wall of smokes, at least that would eradicate some of the crossfires on the side. They could actually work on taking a couple of them down before entering against all 5 players, but here we go then, round number 14. This time though, it's going to be Liquid focusing towards middle, and you can see that actually there's 2 CTs towards long A. They'll be challenging this. Fancy one with the AWP. It's going to be Lige to get the first kill on towards Mo now. Fancy one in difficult position, finds one, but Simple does take him down.
He has to go down in that position, but the attacker! Look at the spray, walks back over, and Nitro, Hiko both walking out the drops position to try and pinch on this A site, go down, and DD's going to play to somebody this time. He sits back, he waits, bomb gets baited out, and Kusta's gone. It's all on to Simple. First shot successful. But what a play again, and Fancy getting that one kill. You would have thought he's segregated, he's gone, he's isolated. That's a good thing for him to do in that situation. That's more than he was worth.
That's all he needed then. They seem like they've got their number every single time. Now it's going to be the 2-on-1. We can see somebody reading towards where Simple may be. Goes for a fake plant, and now this is dangerous. Simple, so volatile in these situations.
Yeah, he has to plant this safe. Get it down, now he can try and isolate, but they are close together. They've grouped back up TYLOO, so playing the buddy system, it's going to be extremely hard for Simple to find the first shot, but somebody walks out slowly! Attacker gets on top of the van. Simple, no idea that he would be there.
Kind of crazy. So TYLOO for the first time sending 2 players towards long A is the perfect time to do it. Whoever's calling for them right now is reading this game like a book. Very impressive stuff. Attacker picking up the final kill there. I felt like that 2-on-1 retake was a little bit sloppy, but doesn't matter. They won the round regardless. 10 plays 4 now. And that was a great round from him. A split coming in from Liquid, just getting shut down all over the place. They did find the initial kills as well, and this is looking pretty frustrating for them. We're going to the final round of the half. Liquid.
What a fall from grace this would be, too. You talk about a semi-finalist at a major a week ago, and we thought, all right, sure, semi-finals was extending beyond what anyone expected and where I would expect them to reach again. But you would also say, all right, this is a chance for them to show some form, and you'd expect them to get out of groups here.
Of course.
This is something entirely different.
Well, I'd say it goes without saying they need this last round. We have got Captain Mo on the AWP this time. He's actually by himself towards middle. Interesting angle, actually. No presence whatsoever from Liquid there. So these crossfires coming in once more towards the B site. Obviously passive again. Don't want to give Liquid anything to work with here. And going to be allowing them to take drop down as well.
Nitro looking for the angle. Hiko's going to spray through smoke at drop. Bunny ears still in the chickens on Cobble.
Of course.
Attacker and somebody again setting this crossfire position. DD's come over early. 3 inside of the B site. Remember on the pistol, it was the complete opposite, but it's Simple to start it off. Responded by Attacker and no one to flush them out again. They can still just sit here. They don't have to peek. It is a good shot from Hiko, who follows it up. He'll take Fancy down. Finally, he falls. It's on to Mo, who holds the angle. Hiko overextends. Nade's going to go the wrong direction to find Simple. But he's got a good position, speaking of him. Good position in the corner, Simple. And Mo, scoped in, not going to expect it. 10-5. 10-5 for TYLOO at the end of the first half.
And after losing the pistol as well, which is pretty insane. But yeah, it seems like Liquid look a bit frustrated after that one. Not given the kind of freedom they're usually granted in finding those first picks. TYLOO just playing it perfectly to counter them, and they actually win the first half. What we consider to be a T-sided map these days, 10-5. This puts a lot of pressure on towards Liquid now. They need to win this pistol in the second half. We'll see if they can step up. Have a look at the frags as well. Nitro, 12 frags. Hiko, 14. Simple with 11. Like, it's not, you can't really say Simple had massive impact with AW. He couldn't really actually find those opening frags. They were relying on him cleaning things up towards the end of stages and the post-plant situations.
Speaking of AW, Machine just made an awesome tweet. I didn't actually catch this, but Kusta's op says best op Asia, and then Fancy picked it up and was wrecking them with it.
Oh, God.
Is that not karma?
Best op Asia.
That's just karma. Sorry, Kusta. I'm Fancy. Nice to meet you. Get wrecked.
Well, then, here we go. Then the second half begins.
Another interesting thing to note as well is swapping over on this T side. Yesterday, I talked to Taco after Luminosity did play them, and they had that good second half of the T side that we saw. And Taco said their execution is actually quite good. This was on Mirage that they played, keep in mind. He said their execution is actually quite good. Their post plants were abysmal. It was like they didn't have a plan. They just wanted to get the bomb down.
Well, yesterday,
so watch the execution against Liquid here, because Liquid is going to have to play to those weaknesses if they can find them.
We all thought that their T side was actually stronger, though. That's when they looked like they're actually finding rounds and actually locking it down against Luminosity. So that's actually a scary for Liquid here. We go into the pistol here with 4 sets of armor and Captain Mo the smoke. This is basically going to be get control of middle, smoke the connector, burst onto the A site, and try and swarm them as quickly as you can. Most teams from the CTs will stack towards that B site, so this actually could work out perfectly as TYLOO make their next move. There's the smoke.
Kusta's going to be the first to front. Does spot up 3 players, now 4 as he looks over to the left onto the A site. Nitro's going to wait this. Does spot one out. Is the call made? It's not. Nitro takes down Attacker. Bomb gone! Nitro! What is this round? He takes down DD and Fancy as well. Beautiful headshots from Nitro and exactly what they need, but it's still down to the 1 versus 2. And somebody's going to fall back, get this a little bit slowed. He has the bomb picked up as well. He could actually get toward B and plant this, and they're going to have to stick together here. Liquid, both Simple, or rather, excuse me, Hiko and Nitro.
What a round and what a play from Nitro here. Not out of the woods just yet. The bomb will be planted towards B. Somebody actually getting decent position as well towards the upper platform. CTs don't have a kit right now. I didn't catch whether they actually purchased one, so they need to be careful here. Somebody has got a decent position. Nitro looking for the ace. All headshots so far. Can they continue?
And he's being so passive again. Somebody shows so much discipline every single time he's in these situations. Doesn't need to face this. They have to find him. Liquid needs to go on the hunt, and he's so far away from it that they have to commit so far. They've got it isolated. They've checked out all the other angles, so Hiko's going to hold. Nitro's going to try and get the defuse. No kit, though. It's a full 10 seconds, and Hiko does get the shot. Does he have time, though? That's 6 seconds.
That's fine.
Just barely. Okay, he's going to be all right.
Perfect call there. It did rely heavily on Hiko actually finding that frag. Had he had died, that's round over. But they had confidence in his teammate, went for the full 10-second defuse. And Nitro, the absolute hero of that round. What a play, just camping towards the back of that side, waiting for his moment to strike, and he hits every shot that was required as well. TYLOO with the perfect read. They come in and they get those first 2 frags. Looks like the round's over. It's all done for, and this game could be slipping away from Liquid, but Nitro, he had other ideas. And keeps them alive here. So the bombs are good planted for TYLOO, so they will be buying up in the next round, so you can have more of a conservative buy going into this one. So P250, CZ, Desert Eagle on towards Captain Mo as well. He takes quite a lot of damage through the smoke there on the upper platform. He goes under 12. And they don't really have anything to work with here. So if they could get a plant down in any sort of situation, that would be really very beneficial, but I'm not really sure how that's going to go down at this stage.
So once again, Liquid win a pistol. Last time they were ecoed. They've already lost a little bit of HP, half of which on Simple, but Captain Mo's come out worse for wear, sitting on 12. They're setting for a drop. Push. 4 players. Hiko has to fall off this, gets the flash out, but it's the MP7. It's going to be confronted by 4 of these pistols. First shot easy, somebody overextended. Now in there to go for the trade, the wide peak, and he's going to collect Mo, adding up that cash, but good shot back from DD. Good accuracy on these TYLOO players. Nitro, though, jumping back in. He'll find 2 of his own with the UMP.
Yeah, just could be Fancy 1 remaining now. 4 versus 1. Bottom down, but he does find a kill on Kusta. That's actually pretty well played. If he can recover a rifle here, potentially take someone else down with him. He's going to be challenged by Nitro now. That's audacious phase. He takes a lot of damage, but does find a 3rd kill. So Nitro looking very strong here on the second half. 10-7 now, and we go into round number 18. This is the buy coming in for TYLOO. If you remember, they got the bomb down in the pistol, and now Liquid need to be anticipating this. So far, they've got a UMP, a FAMAS, and I'm sure they'll be purchasing some M4s here to kind of balance it up. Nitro could deploy an AWP here, but there it is, there's the M4. So 4 AKs for TYLOO. They have got 3 smokes, a couple of flashbangs and some molotovs as well. Looking like they're focusing towards the A site. We actually have got some heavy aggression here towards middle. Kusta with the UMP, waiting for that rush, deciding better of it, falling back to the side now.
Smoke out, Kusta gonna fall. They've brought Hiko to a more passive position on the drop room because of Elige and Simple pushing forward at B. So now, with that kill gained, they have a smoke off, so they can't really check the top of Jock, but they can afford to be a little bit more passive. And Simple's going to start to rotate early. This will be beneficial because Nitro's going to see a lot of players out toward long A, but he's clever on his peaks. Does isolate DD with the first one as two others not quite facing, and the nade takes Fancy. Knew that he did the damage. Simple's going to follow it up. Attacker goes down. It's all into somebody lurking. Lake might catch Elige. Does actually do exactly that because Elige had the call that it was already cleared, but it's going to be quickly nullified and turned back against.
Yeah, the star players coming to life now for Liquid. Simple picks up 3 frags and Nitro joins him as well. It was a simple A split going from TYLOO, trying to get that mid control and push the CTs back, but Liquid just seem more than happy to face at this stage, and that's a big round for them to win as well. UMPs and a FAMAS, and now they'll be upgrading those to AK-47s. This is where they can really get into 5th gear, as TYLOO are going to be on towards an eco here. PT-50s and a CZ, and no utility once more. So this is another throwaway round almost. If they can get a couple of frags and dent the economy for the CTs, that's great, but that's pretty much all they can go for.
Simple's got the face. Actually going to put some pre-fire into him. Doesn't realize it, though, that he's actually got a player that's already pushed up, and the angle's favorable. Simple didn't see that at all, and he went down to 3 HP on the dink. Has to fall away entirely, and he gets caught. Mo's got the shot with the deagle. Luckily, Elige does turn back, as always. There to step and pick up the pieces when they fall, and a good push in from Nitro late. Elige got one just before that, so not both for Nitro, but still good positioning from Liquid. Now we're back within 1.
4 rounds in a row there for Liquid. As you said, one more round will tie things up. Money in a decent position for TYLOO now. 5 AKs and a full healthy buy. We'll see what kind of executions they can bring in. You mentioned it before. The executions seem very good. They're good at getting actually the bomb down and actually making their way to the bomb sites. The post-plant situation that seemed to let them down yesterday against Luminosity. Number 20, Kusta on the AWP now. So obviously Simple likes to take the T-sided approach and find those opening picks, but it's Kusta, the player they brought in for his AWP role. He'll be rolling it on the CT side.
And this was, again, as mentioned, this was what the plan was coming into this game. But
yeah,
the plan was also to make mincemeat out of TYLOO, to make this an easier game than it certainly is. Perhaps a little bit of underestimating, but also, how would you know without watching demos about that B setup? That was so well orchestrated from TYLOO.
Just the perfect answer to any playstyle. This is the NIP tactic, isn't it? We saw this.
Over fake toward, yeah.
This is Threats mastermind doing.
Oh, they failed one. Either way, there still will be 2 that land. Third one coming in from somebody on top of the B platform. Molotov as well. Does it force the rotations? That's the bigger question right now. It does. Kusta's already gone. Nitro's the only one left inside of the A site. And Fancy's got Elige. This is going to even create more options because now Nitro's rotating inside of Connector. Kusta's come back, though. They know this timing is off. Something's not right. Bomb's going to be picked up by somebody back in the B halls, but they are still walking in. Simple's going to get Fancy. But DD's already up close to the connector door, walks through, no smoke on it, gets the first shot. Now they've got the awareness that they are going on to A, and thankfully Nitro's been smart about this. He's gone back in behind the barrels.
Same position as he was in the pistol as well. He got 4 before. Can he step up in a similar fashion?
They checked it. They already checked it. It was DD that looked. He was the first to die in that pistol, so he knows that it's common. Hiko gets 1, but there it is. Nitro, they had the perfect counter to it that round, and it's all down to Simple, who only has 38 HP against 3 players from TYLOO. And a bomb that starts ticking now. And Simple's actually going to be passively trying to work deeper in the site than expected, but DD was there watching that. They already had one on the balcony. Easy assignment, easy round. TYLOO, very clever.
What's so cool about that strategy is it's very hard to read as a CT as to what's going on. When the smokes come over like that, you assume it's going to be B-sided play. You lose so much vision on the site, and you have one person faking for the Chinese side as well. So they're taking so much presence and taking so much away from the CTs. But the fact you throw those smokes from the top and middle, it means you have a very easy access to the A site. The idea is you're peeling CTs away from the A bomb site, and as you go to the site and they realize it is a fake, you've actually already smoked them out, and the retake becomes so difficult. We needed Nitro to step up there and at least find 2 frags, but it wasn't meant to be. A faster round this time coming in from TYLOO. P90 leading the charge. It's going to be going in and find the first kill until Elige actually gets dropped as well. Somehow he wins that duel, and it's going to be equal exchanges here, 3 on 3.
Dead even, but Hiko again has this shotgun. Needs to get up close. He does find one. Traded by Attacker, though, who came in from long at the same time. Bomb's going down on the smoke, but it's denied. Nitro with the nade. Still a minute and 22, but that's massive, because now it still gives the control to Liquid with the man advantage. But Attacker's going to push up, spots one in behind the rock. Nitro drops immediately, and now he can recover this. Kusta's going to have to hold the angle with the AWP, and he'll do exactly that.
Yeah, gifted a relatively simple frag to finish things off there. Kusta didn't have to work too hard for it, but that looked quite promising for TYLOO. Got the equal exchanges, but the also shotgun comes in and finds a kill.
TYLOO's going to take a timeout here. Doesn't say that it's...
Actually not taking a timeout.
Okay, this is interesting. They've called for it. They're a little late out of spawn.
I think
They expected that it was going to work, and it didn't, but either way, we're into the round.
they are force spying as well. So 2 AKs, CZs, and a bit of utility as well. So looking like they'll be doing another B execute here, potentially. As all 5 players are coming to that side of the map.
The console command just tasked them for one timeout as well. It said one used out of 1 available. So it may pause into the next round. I don't. They were on time calling that. That's interesting. I didn't see an unpause called, but we'll have to see see what happens, I guess. But either way, we are underway. And like you said, the force spy coming in.
Yep. They're just kind of holding right now, seeing if there is any aggression or any boost coming in from drop down from the CTs. Captain Mo watching that position. Now we will be edging out towards the upper platform. We have got Simple facing that angle, looking to get this first pick. And he spots 2 and is going to be falling back at this stage.
Simple's going to get to the corner. Saw somebody play this 1 round and 1 round only, but effective. He was on it, got 2 kills from that angle. Simple already trying to see inside of that smoke.
A lot of utility expended from the TC. They have 1 smoke and 2 flashbangs remaining. So we'll be making their way towards drop down.
Fancy's gone. They'll have heard that, though. Nitro was sitting on the windowsill. Hiko's going to rotate back in. Gets in front, though. Elige, who drops down attacker. Mo might get one. DD's got another. There's still a chance here. But finally, Hiko's going to show up and take them both.
Yeah, they did what they could there, TYLOO. Didn't really have much to work with the 2 AKs and the pistol.
There it is. Now they're going to call it.
So does it work this time?
Yes.
So we are at 11-11, Matt.
Make a wish.
What would your wish be this week?
Can't tell you my wish doesn't come true.
But if it was to come true, what would it be?
To make sure Richard Lewis's birthday wish doesn't come true.
Is it his birthday?
No, it was mine, and he wished that I would end up like Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix, because it was my 27th. But now I've jinxed it, so I might die. Great, thanks, Henry.
We're both 27
doomed me.
right now.
It's true.
So, could be an interesting year.
It's true.
I think we'll make it. I think we'll be fine. But so, TYLOO do get the timeout finally. I'm not sure what happened in the previous round. Maybe they were a little bit too late. Didn't catch it. But the money will lie around... We've got 2 players above 3K. And
really quickly, just want to go back to that round as well, where they did throw the NIP smokes.
Yep.
Smokes aside, getting the fake aside, Nitro made a good read, but really good play by TYLOO. Really good awareness. This shows that they're adapting quite quickly, which a lot of teams struggle with. They checked that corner Nitro was in immediately. DD looked at it.
Battered like that in the pistol, you probably would want to make sure you check
it is a spot that is easily overlooked when you're going in, and it's not somewhere you normally check. So you look at the smokes, you get in the site, you start looking at balcony. It's very easy to forget about it. So
the CTs will be so aggressive in that situation. They want to take all the attention away from that position and allow Nitro to have as much time as possible before he has to show his hand. Like you said, though, TYLOO, after they get so wrecked in the pistol round, they're probably aware of that. That could be a possibility, but...
Someone in chat just said 27 wasting their life casters. Yes. Do you realize the 6 Skrilla we're making, bro?
Yeah, do you have any idea? What do you think this suit's made of?
Straight money.
Exactly. Wasting our life. What would you be doing if you weren't casting that?
Probably sitting in my parents' basement, let's be honest.
And you probably would be close to death as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Counter-Strike saved you. I saved you. Oh.
It's a scary thought.
How you doing?
Sorry, you can go back to your thought. Pineapple.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Jason brought it over.
Why is the pineapple like a prop this weekend?
Don't know, but you know what it does to your sperm?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just they were talking about medieval times, Bob, something like that.
Okay, you just went in there. I think they were alluding to that yesterday. They didn't actually say it, but you just went straight in.
Yeah. No, that's not what they said, but I'll go there. But we're back. Underway, TYLOO's timeout over. It's been charged. So they do get it to use it at 11-11. They don't want to relinquish much more than they have to in this, but unfortunately they're limited to just the pistols.
It's an interesting time to take the pause at that stage. But they will be going fast towards long A halls with a perfect boost here. This is going to work out so nicely. I was about to say for Simple, he hasn't actually getting kills here, but it's Nitro stepping up once more. Takes down 4, looking for the ace. Was denied it in the pistol. Can he find it this time? Because his teammate wants to steal it. Elige. He takes it away from him, but a nice read there from Liquid, setting up the boost. And it was actually Simple I thought was going to clear it up, but he got absolutely wrecked by the P250 jumping around the corner. We're going to round number 24 now. Liquid have taken the advantage, 12-11. And we see the buy for TYLOO won't be fantastic. Could get an AWP if they wanted to. 5k on towards somebody. He won't be opting for that. Going to be going for the AK buy and making sure he has the grenades to go with it. So we did see that NIP round from TYLOO. The thing is that you don't have to do the same thing every single time, right? You can kind of mix it up. You can go towards B. You can fake towards A. See what they bring to the table this time. We'll be going to a default at the moment, waiting for any CT aggression. I think Simple has been boosted up in towards drop down as well, so he's looking for that first pick.
This boost though, just wait. It's a patience game now for Simple, but Mo's considering this. Smoke to come through. That smoke actually might work to convince Mo there's not someone up there, because why delay it if someone's there? This is kind of nifty in that sense, but he's still looking. Simple has to be so careful pushing out. His head's going to show. Mo's got the angle. He goes back in, tries to bait it. Now he's spotted. A game of cat and mouse goes both ways, and they have to fall away. No one even taking any damage out of all of that, so. All right. Before someone gets technical, yes, Simpo lost 1 HP, but for the most part, they lost nothing, Henry.
I don't think anyone's going to call you out on 1 HP.
You'd be surprised who exists on the internet, Henry. There are people worse than you.
I don't believe that for a second.
It's true. It's kind of a hard thing to believe when you think about it. Kusta's going to try and shuffle that op back over toward the connection position, but a very split up T side right now. 3 still out toward this long game position. Bomb in the B tunnels. They need to get a pick. 36 seconds to work this. This is going to be a drop split to A, with 3 players already rotated over from Liquid.
This is another execution coming. You see the players towards TYLOO will be faking towards the A site. Smokes all over the place and probably rotate back through the B halls. You can see the bomb is on the upper platform here, so there are options. They could execute for A still. They're looking like they're all going through danger and meeting their teammates as they're hoping to peel away CTs from the side, but it's Nitro stepping up, finds 2 as they are rotating. That's the plans forward, but the bomb is going down on the B side, so DD had to find something out of that, but the plan did work ultimately in terms of getting the bomb down. The problem is everyone died in the process. Fancy doing what he can now to rectify the situation. Takes down a leash, and now the retake is on for Liquid.
Decent smoke out on that choke point at the door as well. So this limits how much movement Liquid do have to get back in the site, and actually makes it easier for Mo to advance at the alleyway. Baited out from Fancy, bait and switch potential. Mo's going to go on this. He could get 2. He's going to catch the first. No! Simple gets him before he can even time it. And now it's all down to Fancy. Nitro's got him as well. Good shot from Simple, because they did have a decent play in mind.
So TYLOO seem like they're heavily based on these set pieces, Matt. They're calling strategies at the start of the round. They said, right, we need to get control of long A, get control of middle. We'll do the fakes. We're going to smoke all over the A bomb site, and then we'll rotate back through the B corridors and meet our teammates, who should be able to get a bomb down. By the time we arrive, it's a retake situation, right? But Liquid reading that very well. And Nitro especially, he's having a hell of a game. He's actually hit 30 frags after 24 rounds. So he's playing an absolute monster of a game right now. He's waiting for them the rotation. He gets a double kill, and that pretty much spoils any idea of the fake that TYLOO had. The bomb gets to get planted at B, sure, but it doesn't really mean anything at that stage. The only benefit to that is the loss bonus has accumulated and get a little bit of extra money, but they're not winning the round. Kusta going aggressive, does actually hit Mo on the upper platform there, and this time Simple has been boosted up again once more. Ooh. He finds the kill, but Fancy One does punish him and take him down in the end.
Gwen Stefani responds. Somebody going to start peeking in toward the A site. Gets around the corner, but he was spotted by the jumping Nitro, who's got the shot on DD instead. Doesn't realize somebody's that close, though. And the headshot back in turn. Hiko sprays a little bit early. No smoke off to cover that. There is one left. It's Fancy who's got it. It's going to be deployed right now in exactly that position, so Hiko won't have the angle cleanly to fire it. It's a light smoke, though. There actually is a gap. If Simple had to push forward, he could have got it into the keyhole and watched it, but Elige gets somebody on the cross. Bomb's still going to go down. Fancy's in a decent position to try and cut them.
Yeah, this is 3-on-2, so TYLOO needs to set up this crossfire right now. One on the side, one towards long A. CT's of a difficult situation. They have got smokes and flashbangs here. It's going to be Elige to go first. It's going to be Kusta facing him out as well, but what a shot from Fancy. Takes him down. Kusta replies straight away. 2 versus 1 now. Attacker on the side. Finds Kusta. Can Simple make it Hiko? That name finishes one off.
And it is Hiko going to take down Attacker. So well done, controlled in the end, but that shot from Attacker made things definitely a little bit too close for comfort. Money's still all right on the CT side despite all of this, but with the bomb plant down, TYLOO's also going to have another buy to try and come back against Liquid. Yeah. 2 to go for the NA side. Just quickly, Kusta was very quiet in the first half on that rifle. So they're going to have to consider, if Simple is going to be the T-side op, Kusta's definitely going to have to step up his rifle game, but he's got up to 8 kills now, and a lot of them have been pretty deep in rounds when they definitely need, like that shot there.
There's been some high-impact kills and one-on-ones and stuff like that, so his CT side has been better, but you're absolutely right. If they are going to allow Simple to be this AWP on the T side, Kusta has to be able to step up and deliver with the AKs to actually perform at sort of a similar level, but this time it's going to be double AWP set up, Simple and Kusta rolling with those. I assume Simple, he's actually gone towards middle, and Kusta will be the player towards the upper B platform, so they swap things out, presumably based on spawn. Now Simple falling back. As TYLOO now setting themselves up for another B-sided play here. Going to be Molotoving off towards drop down, pushing any CTs back here, and presumably trying to get that real estate before making their next move.
And Kusta's pushed more aggressively with this AWP than anything we saw from TYLOO with their passive play in B for sure, but more aggressive than we've seen throughout the half. Simple was here at one point in time, but that was it. And it was with an AK. So the shot comes through, Kusta doesn't connect, he pulls out the Molotov so that they can't push aggressively, and then he's going to try and hold it, but when the smoke is deployed from his teammate, Elige, who's playing that support role, that swing position in the B site, forces Kusta to fall back slightly further. In fact, all the way back to Chicken Coop. Name something slightly different in that moniker from Mo.
Yes, indeed. Don't think that's safe for broadcast, but anyway, TYLOO now, they have got control of drop down. Smoked it out as well. CTs are going to be forced to watch it from the connector and from the boulder as well, from the bomb site. They are going to be making presence towards the upper platform. Some damage being done, but somebody does manage to find the headshot on towards Kusta now. Elige stuck in a horrible position. Hiko finds one, and now he's coming to life as well. Gets a double. Elige finds the third, and that's going to be 2 players remaining for TYLOO.
Good recovery considering the leg shot ended up haunting. But look at Mo. He's lurked through. He drops 2, and now it's down to the one-on-one.
10 seconds.
10 seconds indeed. Has to get the bomb, but Nitro's so far away from this. There's easy time for Mo to plant it. He's going to commit to it, not know this, and thankfully he holds it, because if he tried to bait out Nitro, well, it wouldn't have worked. But now does it work in timing that Nitro shows up when Mo's not expecting? He knows he's just came from this position, so where's Nitro? Has to be out toward long. Surely in the next 3 or 4 seconds he's going to look that direction, but Nitro, he's already advancing right now. He's already into the site himself, and his back was turned, but Mo's going to get this. Surely he's going to spot an easy kill in Nitro.
What a round.
And TYLOO get away with it. What a lurk play from Mo.
There's Hiko and Elige coming to life. They found those first 3 kills. Look, the round was tied up, but like you said, Mo with that huge backstab. I'm sure that's all we're about to see on the screen right now. So just so unaware as to what's going on. And then Nitro, he's doing the long flank and comes in from back. He has got no intel as to where Mo could be. Simple shot to finish things off there. And we go into round number 27. TYLOO get one back after losing 5 in a row. 14-12 now. They could still have tons of cash though. Kusta back on the AWP. And the same news for TYLOO. They've got to get a little one towards Fancy One. Now we're going for a faster upper platform pick here. Mo's going to be smoked out and out. The decent nade coming over from the rooftops as well from Simple.
Yep, takes Mo down to 59. Somebody waiting for any aggression that's going to push through from A side. Kusta, yeah, exactly. I was going to say Kusta's the only one there, but it is a good position for him to have with the AWP. The only problem with it, okay, no, I take it back, because they actually have Nitro watching middle. I was going to say he's so far out that if they got down mid and came up danger, he'd be in a lot of trouble, but Nitro was scouting it while he was out there. So good setup, planned setup. Boosting onto Hiko now, or rather, excuse me, Simple. It got me too, Henry.
I know. He'll get you.
That smoke, though, forces Simple to have to get a little bit closer to consider the option, and now he's got it lined up. Good crosshair placement. As soon as that dissolves, Mo nowhere to hide. Smoke's gonna go over top, drops down, Fancy catches. Simple, no one there in a position to cover this off, and he goes behind the rock. That's too predictable. Attacker just walks in. Elige gets one, but now they know he's there, and he's gonna have to dance so carefully and allow Nitro to get the angle, but once more, Fancy late comes through, and Kusta drops down. DD's got Nitro, and they're gonna go back to the A site.
Yeah, they know exactly where Elige is as well. He's already challenged towards drop down, so they've got an open bomb site, and they know it. Elige with no kits, no nades, and half HP. He really is in a horrible position here. And TYLOO have so much time to get the bomb down, establish a crossfire. And this round, if Elige somehow pulls this off, it would be an absolute godlike play. This is the round as well that will break the economy of Liquid, so TYLOO could actually tie things up. Just by winning this round, they could bring it to 14-14.
DD in behind Stables. Isn't going to peek this. Elige just getting toward the balcony now.
What can you do, though?
There's not much. I mean, Fancy's in behind that. Who's going to spot this? And then DD's just, yeah, exactly. DD's just going to peek it out. So save from Elige. And you called it. This could put it close to 14-14 because it is going to have to be a very limited buy from Liquid.
The thing is, he has managed to salvage an AWP. So the fact he stayed alive and not gone for that, the more conservative play, we've seen it time and time again. The top AWPers can actually make huge things happen with a single AWP.
But who do you want that to be? The conservative Kusta or the aggressive Simple? Exactly. I'd go Simple as well. Give
it to Simple. There it is. They actually have done that as well. He's got a decent spawn. Let's allow him to go and get that first pick. You're absolutely right. Kusta is more of a defensive player in that sense. So this is up to Simple now. Players like Guardian, it's good at doing stuff. They can make plays happen on this kind of situations. You've got 4 pistols, but your AWP can go and find that first pick, reposition himself, go back to the other side, and start forcing the game in his favor. Let's see what they decide to do with this. We'll be facing towards the upper platform to kick things off.
I like that somebody's gone all the way up to
Sniper Tower.
Sleeping Beauty up there, just gonna stay. Snow White.
Snow White.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. She's just like asleep forever in a tower. Some form of princess from Disney.
I think you mean
up
Rapunzel.
There. Maybe Rapunzel. Yep.
That's probably works better.
Yeah, I like that.
I think in Snow White they're in a cottage with
that is
seven
true.
Small men.
Listen,
so.
you're grumpy. All right, you are the seven. You're grumpy.
You're dopey, dude.
I don't do drugs. That's wrong.
Okay.
But Simple, again, is going to have this single AWP, and he's going to be playing it in the position at drop, being able to swing quickly onto both sides. They're going to leave Elige, the only one on B, and he's about to have company. But at this drop, actually, it's going to get the attention first. So if Simple hits these shots, this will be nuts. He's going to see the utility. Flash goes down, spots the first, but can't get the angle, has to fall away. He's nearly caught with it. His back turned. That's unfortunate. The only op in play, and it's gone.
Yeah, he had to do something there. Like you said, it'd been absolutely amazing if he hit even one of those shots, but caught out of position and does get taken down 5-4, and a massive advantage for TYLOO now. Got the AWP themselves, and Fancy One challenging towards upper platform, takes down Elige, and this is the round over. As I said, winning that previous one has gifted them. Number 14 is going to be tied up here and goes right down to the wall. Have a look at the money coming in for Liquid. It's not fantastic, you know. They actually can't afford an AWP. 2 players will be on Famises, so this is an amazing opportunity for TYLOO. They could run away with this. Perfect time for as well for Liquid, sorry, to take a timeout.
Exactly.
Let's discuss how we're approaching this one. Do we force into this and give ourselves a really huge disadvantage going into round number 29, or do we allow TYLOO to go to map point here and try and play for overtime? Matt, you're an experienced CS veteran. What would you be calling right now?
Well, Henry, back in my day when it was 1.6 and things, I'm not going there.
1.6, I think it's called.
Oh, so, I'm sorry. You're not up to date with the actual lingo. We called it 1.6 because we were on point, Henry. I mean, if I was Liquid right now and I actually had to make a call, I'd put 2 players toward drop, and that way Elige can swing faster. But with no AWP, you're not going to have Kusta on that B site as aggressively. Where does he play? That's the bigger question, because he's been trying to get aggressive with that AWP and hold the angle. It hasn't been working. This is tough. I mean, this might be the round where we've seen Kusta try and go up on A as well when they do switch it up. It might be the play where you just literally let him anchor to get information at that long A position and let Nitro swing.
Oh, they are going to be doing the force by map.
That was obvious. They have to do that.
Well, no, it's not obvious.
Is that what you wanted me to call? Because I thought you wanted me to actually call it.
No. I'm saying, like, the money they had, they could allow TYLOO to
totally,
go
but then
overtime.
they're playing for overtime. But I don't think they want to do that. I think they have the confidence.
Like, if they lose this round, right, they're going into the next round with $2,900. So that's why I'm saying there's definitely a decision to be made.
I would have bought
you. You can go for the Desert Eagles and try and work around like that, get some kills and see what could happen. But if you go for the force by here, you could be so under-equipped. If a full execute like we've seen from TYLOO comes in, one of their huge fakes, and you're kind of hoping that one of your players step up. You haven't got an AWP. You're going to have a lack of grenades to actually hold them off. No incendiaries, no kits, potentially. And a couple of players will be very under-equipped, but we'll see what they can bring to the table here. You can see them working out what's the next move.
Yeah,
I'm just warming up his lips, just in case.
Yeah.
Got to make sure they're nice and
yelling. I don't disagree with the call to buy on this one. I think they have to do it, and I think this is where you do take a bit of a gamble play and try and get more aggression on one side. If you have a timeout,
it's worth the discussion, is what I'm saying. Like, you have to work out what's going to be for the greater good here. So, 2 M4s, 2 Famises, and Nitro still get to buy.
It might actually be worth it to push. The only thing they haven't done that's unorthodox, they've boosted Simple up twice at drop. It might be worth it to push 2 out the A position, but as we've seen, somebody's already watching that from Rapunzel, as you're calling it. So this is a hard call to make if you want to get that. And it is okay. So it is going to be Nitro swing, Kusta out toward long A. See, Henry, I can make calls too sometimes.
Yeah, you're so good at this. That's why I wanted to give you the spotlight and see what you could bring to the table.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Elige is going to be the one tasked out toward long again, but look at that crosshair placement from Mo. And if he spots that tracer, oh, this gets scary. That box is saving Elige, but the bullets just barely go wide. And look, again, there it is. Somebody is watching this, so Kusta can't afford to push it, but he is going to be the information gatherer. And they're going back in that direction. Nitro's going to spot this in 2 seconds when they go through the door, and it's going to be Hiko that has to get hot on his heels and back over toward the A site. Nitro's changed too early. I'm not sure he did fully spot them, but he does get the information relayed. Kusta's falling back. And Simple's actually going to be the one to switch over to the A site instead.
Hits the 1 minute mark here. All 5 players for TYLOO are towards the A side of the map. Smoked out for now, just bleeding out the CTs. Actually only have flashbangs remaining, a decoy on Hiko. That's it. Captain Mo with the AWP. Just looking over the top of that smoke, seeing if anyone will give him anything to work with here. They've got plenty of time still. Kusta's going to be the first player to face. He does get spotted by the terrorist, but it's still heavy damage inflicted towards Captain Mo. He's the AWPer. They are adjusting now. They actually have got 3 players positions towards AS Kusta and Nitro with Simple in the connector.
The initial call came from Nitro about 12 to 15 seconds ago, though, so Simple's already reconsidering it. That's not going to put him in a great position considering the smoke's coming out late, but he gets the balcony, jumps in. Why does he commit? Why doesn't he just hold the ankle? Simple jumps down and attacker drops him, but thankfully Kusta and Nitro have an excellent crossfire. It's from the cannons, and Kusta's got 2. Nitro steps up tremendously from the HUD as well. And Mo now the last alive. This is perfect. Liquid going to be on map point first. And money on the T side, it's there. They can definitely force into it. Somebody fancy can go onto the AWP if it's dropped over from DD, but this is going to be tight in terms of what sort of utility they have to go with it.
What a round from Nitro and Kusta, holding strong. And that cannon position can be very effective indeed, especially when Nitro is gaining a lot of the attention for Kusta. He picks up 3 frags with the FAMAS and brings overtime into the grasp of Liquid here. So we go into round number 30. It's gone the full distance. TYLOO just need 1 to bring us to that first set of overtime. They're going to be sending all 5 players towards B right now. Oh, this is the round they probably do with the wall of smokes. They want to do a full execution here. Boosting up for now, seeing if they can spot anything on that upper platform. Quite a passive hold here from Liquid. Simple towards the back of B. He's actually got the AWP in that chicken coop area. Hasn't done that yet. He's been quite aggressive with the AWP at the upper platform, so this is actually a nice change of pace from the Liege. Will be making his way up. Decent nade will be going in. Doesn't actually land so much damage yet.
Liege again behind the box and smoke. Just gonna wait for this. Kusta out toward A again. Nitro, same position, swinging, covering off for Kusta, just in case to make sure they don't walk through the bottom of mid and cut Kusta off through danger. But already with the information relayed, he's going to get the call to go back over toward B. It's a 2-for-2 trade, though. And it is a missed shot from Simple. A problem now, but he goes low, gets 1. Does at least trade it evenly. It's down to 2s. Somebody in mode trying to force overtime against Kusta and Nitro. And Nitro's going to get mullied off of this. Has to run back on the drop position. Kusta's gone for the long rotation back through the B tunnels. And Mo's going to look that direction already. They haven't spotted him inside of the connector at all yet, so Mo's got the information, a sense that he might be there. And somebody's close enough to the doorway right now that Nitro's not going to have a favorable angle walking in, and he's already going to be in the open. Spotted, Mo misses the shot, gets caught out by Kusta. Good switch from Kusta, good timing. But it is still somebody to collect Nitro, who is so low. 1 versus 1, and Kusta has to come up large. Somebody's got it so close, though, in this bomb. It's already ticking. Quick tap. Kusta going to hold the angle. Somebody has to face. He's forced to face, but he hits the shot, and it's overtime for TYLOO.
We are going to overtime here. 15 plays 15. Great round from somebody there. Finds 3 frags. And it's looking very promising for Liquid on that B execute. It's more of a contact play from TYLOO going into that position. Walks into the B site. Equal exchange of frags. We saw Simple had done enough with that AWP, but coming out big in the 2 versus 1. And Liquid looking a little bit disappointed that round. Somebody plays this perfectly. That flashbang was so good. At that point, we knew it wasn't going to be a full defuse. He just had to play that. And we go into MR 310K. And a chance for TYLOO now to rectify the mistakes that were made.
It's so much space given up when Simple misses that shot, and the second player's already in the bomb site. These key misses that give them the movement. I'm impressed, TYLOO. I'm impressed.
Well, then we go into round number 1 now. The money for the CT on overtime can be a problem, so normally you only see the single all come out. If you lose one of those rounds, it can be a massive problem going into round 2 and 3, but it's going to be Kusta this time. He's positioned towards long 8. TYLOO now setting up into a default once again, seeing if there is any aggression from the CTs. We have got Simple once again boosted up on the tree. I think Liege boosted up on the box as well towards the upper platform. So this is the NIP tactic coming in once again from TYLOO. Those same smokes still go towards B. You can go towards the B side. Normally most teams will fake towards A. Bombers down towards the B apartment, so that suggests it will be doing the same smokes and then falling back.
Oh, this is one of those ones where you can't tell where it's going to spread based on the direction. Thankfully, it doesn't quite reach. Oh, it does. It does actually reach somebody just at the end of the nade. That nearly kills him, gets him down to 9 HP. Those are so hard to read sometimes. You just stare at the flames and hope for the best, but the nade coming in, that timing. Elige is going to catch him on retreat as well, and Elige is going to do more than that. Gets fancy through the gap in the smoke, but now it's back toward A, and it's Kusta. Spots out, misses the first shot, position given up. He goes down in the end to DD, but Simple does relay over. Or, excuse me, he go again, it'll catch you. As Nitro gets in position, that Molotov forcing him out, and Simple this time gets caught on the flank, so we're back to a 2 versus 2, and Attacker has bomb to go back to B if he wants to. Problem is he doesn't know where these rotations are, and he's going to commit to DD's position. Who's going to make this work? One goes down, and DD holds it against Elige. The round starts well for Liquid and goes all TYLOO after that.
It seemed like Liquid are overcommitting those situations. Like the bomb hadn't been spotted, and they still had position on the A site, and it seems like people at this connector area didn't really have to face like that, but they run out together, and Nitro and Elige do get taken down and punished for it. And it's actually 4 frags found for DD. Great position from him at the end. 16 plays 15 now. We go into round number 2. Simple back out with the AWP. He's actually taken over the role from Kusta here, so presumably we're going for something a little bit more aggressive. As he actually only holds towards middle. He'll be there by himself. They're sending 4 players towards B. An adjustment in their setup now. TYLOO. We did see those NIP smokes coming over, and actually looking like they were going to go towards the B site, considering where the bomb was down, maybe a split going into it. Didn't have to in the end, just found all the frags, and DD capitalizing towards the end.
Such a big play, such a massive play. Simple getting caught as well when they go back to get the bomb. And it is going to be a more favorable position onto this B side. Good call from Liquid because that's where the pressure is being applied early from TYLOO. This time Kusta's over there with them. Back on to a rifle in this round because they've given it to Simple. This is the balance they're going to have to find on this team, and Kusta's going to have to step up. If he really wants to overshadow Simple on that AWP, he's going to have to step up tremendously. Or learn to rifle. You pick. Attacker gonna take down Kusta and follows it up. Elige goes, but Hiko does the same task in return. 2 for Attacker, 2 for Hiko. Nitro's got his extra. That's the offsetting kill, but Fancy's there to trade, and he's got more. He's got Nitro. Simple inside up close. Has to hit the danger shot. Can't do it. And now 2 rounds in a row in overtime in an MR3, and the money is grim.
The money is grim, Matt. Look at this. It's about 3K across the board. Liquid are currently 2-0 down on the CT side of Cobble. And they can't really justify much with an SMG, some pistols, maybe a FAMAS could squeeze one of those in, but this is looking like a 3-0 going in favor of the Chinese side. They've had a great overtime so far. Another B split coming in and just finding the frags and trading efficiently as they enter the bomb site. Looking very strong right now. As you can see, the full buy does coming from Liquid. So 1 FAMAS, 1 UMP, 3 pistols, and a fast play from TYLOO coming in now, focusing towards long A. Kusta will be smoking them out for now, but they'll be pushing through this. Fancy one. He's brave, he's going in, and they're pushing the CTs back to the side.
Kusta's gone towards cannons. This worked last time with the crossfire with Nitro. But he's not there this time. Kusta's gonna have to hold this alone. Nitro's in the open in the smoke. And Mo, he's already got Simple down. The big fragger damage is being done though. Nitro with the FAMAS able to get 1. This gives Kusta the chance to peek, and he's actually Nitro got more than that. Kusta's timing is perfect. Fancy drops bomb down, and they've got a chance, Liquid, but they need to seize it. They need to take it. And Elige is gonna take away Attacker. It's down to just DD. 1 versus 3. AK in hand, but bomb is in the A site in the control of Liquid.
Just DD remains. Did have a massive round in the first round in overtime, but now he's got a much bigger task going into this one. 3 versus 1. Bomb down in their possession as well. It seems like TYLOO really do struggle once they get that first kill onto A bomb site. It seems like they're locking down by these crossfires every single time. Kusta once again in that cannon position finds a kill with the 5-7. DD now coming in from behind, looking like he'll be going towards balcony. 30 seconds to play with now. Maybe they'll find the first kill here. They don't seem to be showing anything. It's just going to be Nitro. He's the first player to drop. Now a 2-on-1.
And this starts out well. DD starts to come back in, but he's down to 26. Flash out. Hiko doesn't have the information. He's pushed through that vent. That vent blew up, but he gave up on it. And DD's actually trying to lurk, but Elige is there to hold the angle, and that's why Hiko is saved. And look at the sigh of relief from Hiko. Knows what that means, just to squeeze in that 1 round, but it's still TYLOO that's in the driving seat.
So have all the rounds to win. It's the
let's not forget as well that yes, okay, overtime means it was equally bad, but it was the T side that both teams struggled with.
Sure.
So TYLOO getting 2 in this overtime is massive. Liquid's going to have to be so good.
Well, they took a massive individual play from DD to get them those 2 rounds, but let's see if Liquid have got something similar in store for us as we go into the second half here. We'll see the buys coming in. Simple, of course, on the AWP. We'll see whether we can open up the map here, but we saw from TYLOO that very defensive, interesting crossfires coming in, not giving anything for Liquid to work with. We'll see whether Liquid can adjust their setups here. Maybe they'll go for the set pieces themselves and try and use the smokes. Auto sniper coming for Captain Mo. I like this though, Matt.
You just make up your mind.
I know. I like in this particular scenario. They haven't done it at all, and this is overtime. Chuck something else new into the works and see what you can do.
He's going to hold the off angle from Chicken Coop. Edge of the smoke, see if anyone pushes toward that archway and try and get a better angle toward drop with the rifles in return. It would catch them off. Hiko above the drop, going to spray through it. Elige holding the angle down below. Trusty X-ray shows us. Simple's waiting for the flank. It's pretty slow. Remember this setup. This is the setup we were very impressed about.
It's got a twist though. Now they have got Captain Mo in the KFC. He's actually facing. So before, the species weren't actually giving anything for Liquid to even look for, and they're trying to work a pick here. This time they're changing it up. That's why I like it. It's the change of presence.
And here we go. The smoke goes down. Kusta peeks quickly. DD forced to fall back. The smoke on the ledge. And Mo's gonna hold this still. The auto sniper. Lee's is not expecting this at all. It's so desperate. The flash though from the CT side, not coordinated correctly because Mo's blinded up by that. Thankfully, no one's gonna take advantage from Liquid's side. They're still just dancing and flirting. He's not watching the drop position, so they will go down. And what a shot from Nitro! 38 kills now for him. What a game he's having on the entry. And it's Attacker that only manages one because Heat goes late down drop. He's caught off, turns back, good awareness, but somebody wins the duel. Wins the exchange, so too does TD. And Nitro goes down this time. It's looking great for TYLOO. What a response from Elise, but he's got 25 HP. And Fancy whiffs on the shot. That'll give him the information, but the needs a touchdown. TYLOO is going to be on that point. Elimination point for Liquid.
What a round. It looked like Elise had that one. He was in the zone, hitting all the shots he had to as a 3-on-1. But the grenade, he's just such low HP, he couldn't hold on for that final kill. Fancy One will pick up that auto sniper as well. But what a shot from Nitro to open up the bomb site. Looked like it was going to be a very successful campaign once they made that first kill, but wasn't meant to be. And this is the kills from Allegiant squad right now. Once he got that kill, I thought this is it. He can make this one happen, but that HE, the last bit of utility that they actually had, is the one that won the round. So like you said, one more round will do it for TYLOO. What a sniper. Going to be making his way towards long A this time, so they're mixing it up.
Try and get back in toward this B side early. Kusta and Elige, though, and Simple as well, all waiting back at Courtyard. Just to mention those frags, I did touch on it quickly. Nitro leads the way, 38 for him. Next on team, Hiko with 29. Kusta lagging far behind on 13, whereas TYLOO's much more close together. 33 at the top for Attacker, 21 at the bottom for somebody. Or rather, Mo on 20, excuse me, but either way, gives you the idea. Lee's checking the angle out toward long A, sprays through the boards at hay bales just to make sure no one's there, and they're even going to boost it just to be sure. As Simple now is going to get a better angle out of this with the AWP at the corner, but no one there. Still a slow play, and not much we've seen from Liquid on this A approach, and TYLOO has to start to consider this because Attacker and somebody are slowly fading away on this B side, and DD, he peeked down mid early. There's a smoke on it. He doesn't have the information, but he's going to go toward balcony instead.
Well, looking like Liquid will be going for the A split here. You can see Hiko set up towards drop down. As his teammates have established control of middle and long A as well. So smoke's surely coming in towards the connector. They try and work the bomb side together. It's Simple to show their presence now. He'll be looking for that first pick with the AWP.
Simple. That nade toward the vent. He threw that correctly. It spreads through. And actually not allow them to cross over to balcony freely, but DD, he's going to play the back corner this time. It's Fancy that pops out late. Hiko's got one in return, though. Bombs down to the site. They have to find the answer and kills, and Kusta gets at least one, but still, Fancy's on the corner, and he's going to peek out. Perfect timing. Elise drops 8 seconds. They have to get the kill. They have to get this bomb down, and they do it. Hiko and Kusta each find the frags.
So back and forth there. It's very tense. Every single kill meaning so much. And Simple, once he died to the Fancy One at the back, he thought that was it. But they managed to find it with 5 seconds to spare. Liquid do hold on. It's still match point for TYLOO. So one more required from Liquid just to take us into the second set of overtime here. But you can see the pressure's getting to Liquid here. Very tight rounds. And TYLOO are actually on very low money this time. So they've got 2 Famises and 3 M4s, a couple of kits, but utility definitely lacking. You see Attacker with not a single piece. So this should be a round heavily favoured towards Liquid, but we'll see what TYLOO can bring to the table here. Once again, Fancy One alone towards long A.
So double OT or bye-bye Liquid.
What do you think's going to happen?
Not going to predict it.
Feel it brewing. It should be double OT, yeah. I think Liquid just make sure they execute properly and allow Simple to get decent position, just push the CDs back to the bomb site. That's what should be happening.
These crossfires are so scary, though, and it's not even about what gun you have at that point. It's just how quickly you can catch them off guard.
They've learned their lesson, Liquid. You can see they're focusing more towards the A bomb site now. They're not actually walking into the Lion's Den in that respect. They're just making sure they get towards A, push the CDs back, get some simple smokes down and stay together. And at that point, they're not having to battle those effective crossfires as you referenced.
Late lurk Hiko as all 4 approach the A site. Fancy's gone behind the hut. There's no one in the back corner this time. Fancy played it last time, but he's more open. Can still time his peak. Mo gets caught, though. Simple blasts him immediately with the AWP. That's going to force a rotation now from DD. Attacker, somebody, they're all going. Hiko's going to lurk in late and realize B's open, but he has to make this effective. He needs to be a little bit quicker because if they all rotate in time, Simple's the only one on the site. He's the only one committed. He's at stables as well, which is such a fragile position, and Fancy hasn't faced. Keep that in mind because he could absolutely spoil everything. He gets dropped. Kusta finds him. Perfect timing to do so. And now they've got the A side open. Somebody's aware that Hiko's walking in behind. He's got the lurk covered off. Hiko doesn't react in time. Where's the Inhuman that time, Hiko?
But it's almost a redundant kill at this stage. He's so far removed from the round, he can't really do anything with it. Sure, he killed Hiko, but that's about all they can do. We are going to be going to double overtime. So Liquid, as I said, kind of adapting themselves now on the terrorist half. They've realized that the A side is more for them, and they can push the CDs back. Simple can actually work frags in that area. There's actually opportunities for him to do that. So everything's reset once again. Liquid do hold on after losing the first half 2-1. And we're all square as we go into second OT. But that's impressive adaptation from Liquid. You can see they have learned their lesson from regulation and knows what it takes to actually take this crossfire setup and mentality that TYLOO are presenting. Interesting stuff.
It does show that Liquid has adapted to it, that's for sure, and it's encouraging if you're a Liquid fan right now, because that was what absolutely tore them apart in the first half, but still, TYLOO is hanging on, and their executions are not bad at all. I mean, Taka was spot on by saying that to me yesterday, and the fact that when they get smokes out, they're not scared to push through them. They'll actually try and push right through them immediately sometimes, and
yeah,
it's been favorable in multiple situations, but back underway, swapped, or rather, excuse me, staying this time, because we go into the next overtime. Overtime, you always start with where you finished the previous round, or rather half. Words are hard.
Yeah, I think you sort of made sense there.
Yeah, it's all right. Doesn't matter. We're back underway. That's all that matters. Op start on either side. Fancy and simple, because it is the T side for Liquid.
More of the same here. 3 players towards the top and middle. Hiko with a heavy lurk last round. It's going to be there on the upper platform with Nitro as well. The bomb is towards the B hall, so I'm assuming this will be a B-sided approach. Maybe show a fake and similar sort of mentality they saw last round. Yeah, we're coming towards A. We're trying to work a pick with Simple and then take the bomb back towards B. So this will be a much slower pace run. You can see 3 players for TYLOO. Actually quite aggressive on the upper platform as well. 2 of them, in fact. We were pushing through. That's an audacious move from somebody. Attacker does get the frag back towards Nitro. Still a 4-on-4, but that does favour the terrorists. But that certainly doesn't. Fancy does find a liege.
Yeah, and super important refrag, but as you say, Fancy, that's big. And it's going to shuffle Liquid back over into the Lion's Den that has been the B site, because although they've got 1 member down on their crossfire, it's actually more aggressive. Attackers playing on the platform. We didn't see this very much. And they're oh, this is just elephants. This is just obvious. Oh, the shoulder peek, though, that gives it away. He drops bomb. They know he's here. Kusta hits him, but look how low he's gone on HP. It's just 12. Oh, what a shot from Simple, though. DD goes down. They have a chance. Jumping across. It's Fancy that's going to drop him, and now it's just Kusta. 1 versus 2, 12 HP to play with bomb in hand. 26 seconds, has to go to the B site. Uses the residue of the nade that's gone down to try and cross over, but Fancy holds it, and he's having a hell of a game as well.
Attacker doing some massive work there on the upper platform. Does find 2 frags, and Simple, some incredible shots there as well. You thought that would be enough to carry them through that round, but it's going to be 1-0 in favour of TYLOO. Liquid did try to show similar sort of presence towards the A site and trying to have Kusta work in that area, and with Hiko as well. Wasn't meant to be that he'd get taken down, forced to go back into the B site, and it's Fancy one finding those AWP frags. And he'll be going towards long A once again. Will he be going for the aggressive face here? I think he actually will as well. We talked about this being a very unfavourable angle for the CT. Simple is ready for him as well. Here it comes. They are staring each other down. Who will capitalise here? And actually a missed shot there from Simple, but at least Fancy one gets the information. Kusta taking down Captain Mo. It's a 5-on-4 favouring the teasers once again, though. Fancy with the headshot of the Kusta gives the frag away. Right back in return in favour of TYLOO, so 4-on-4 now.
They're doing well to answer these kills early. That's because Liquid's trying to slow things down so much. They're not just putting relentless pressure onto these choke point situations. Fancy gets a great shot into Kusta, and it's back to 4 versus 4 already. Liquid's favoring back over toward this B side because Hiko's gone down to the drop. But he hasn't really got anywhere with it. And they know he's here. They've got 2 players staring it down passively. Attacker waiting for the dropout, off angle as well, not even facing the window, not giving a headshot potential to Hiko. He's going to wait for him to fully commit, more so as he's in the air. So this is a good position for Attacker to play this from. And DD on the other side is going to watch when they come out the archway. First shot successful. Hiko goes down, gets in behind the rock. They're still trying to find the angle. They can't do it. They throw the nade, and it doesn't get there at all. Elise does get the refrag, but now it's 2 men down already. Elise gets 1 back, so 2 versus 2, but look at somebody. They know he's here. This time they've at least got it covered off. They try and bait it out with the bomb plant. They fired into it already, and somebody's just going to wait this. Elise is so low. It's going to be perfect timing. It's somebody down to the 1-on-1, and it's Nitro he's against. The 2 top players in the game right now, and Nitro flashed up minorly, and somebody's got it again.
He's playing the chicken coop once more. Like he said, they even knew he was there, but they couldn't bait him out. He's playing that so smart. Stops the bomb being planted as well, and outplays Nitro with the position as well. Just flanks out and gets him on the bomb site.
I said somebody was the top. It's actually Attacker that leads the way, but somebody that's his 24th kill. This is another situation for Liquid similar to the first overtime where they lose 2 in a row in MR3. They're left with just Tech 9s. This is even harder to execute now without utility. than the first half arguably was.
TYLOO mixing things up as well. They get their double orb set up. Fancy one facing towards long once. It needs to be flash for now. Could be challenged here by Simple. He's got the Tech 9 in hand, so Attacker gets the first kill, making a double, goes for the triple here. It's going to be found though, as it goes down to a 4 versus 2 now. Tech 9's only in the hands of Simple and Hiko, trying to do what they can, but this round's over. It's going to be a 3-0 on the second bit of overtime here. Oh my god.
So Liquid has the map point in regulation, but the second one in a row for TYLOO in these overtimes.
They were just mixing things up there.
Perfect bait and switch.
Actually,
they read it, the fact that, all right, you figured out our B, you want to go A? Let's get aggressive, let's play.
Let's actually start challenging you and taking down your lurk players towards B halls and actually making them feel uncomfortable there. So now the pressure heavily applied towards Liquid. We'll see the buys coming in here. 3-0 required from Liquid just to stay alive. 1 round required for TYLOO to send Liquid packing.
Send Liquid packing. Scary thought, but here we go. No AWPs bought out, despite that we started fresh with 10K. All rifles. No Kusta, no Simple. No Fancy. Elige up on top of the balcony again, where he has been every single round. Almost flash goes over, but he does spray into it. He holds his trigger, and it takes down somebody. Goes to the pistol because he has to in that situation. No one close enough to cover it off, so 1 for 1. Starts to favor the T side, and even more so, Fancy again is going to offset it. They've got the crossfire, good reactions from Simple, snaps back, but he has to get inside the smoke and get away from 3, and now it's down to 2, just 2 for Liquid to hold on. They're going to go for the boost. Oh, this is going to be heard. DD's heard this. They're going to go for the boost, but DD's absolutely got the information, surely, and already attackers heading that direction. So Nitro's going to have to be extremely smart about how he chooses to play this. He needs to distract. He needs to find the first pick. As Kusta just gets in position toward the tunnels, Nitro does do that job. It's attackers that he gets. The one that was watching for the flank. It's all on him. Oh, he's behind the rock, though. Do they know he's there? Nitro's done an excellent job. He's up to 42 kills in the game, but none more important than this last one against Mo. If they want any chance, and he's got it.
Wow.
Well done from Nitro.
Lots of pressure on the young shoulders of Nitro there, but he does capitalize and finds the last 3 frags with a huge advantage for TYLOO. Just finding everything as he went towards the bomb side there, but like you said, they even heard the boost coming in, but it didn't matter. Nitro finds all the kills, and he's having a fantastic game now. 43 frags for him, showing us why he is one of the hottest properties in NACS right now. And 2 more required just to keep Liquid alive here, but TYLOO were in touching distance of winning that game, then they could taste it.
Still are. Let's not forget, they're still on map point. Series, well, best of 1 point. Series point, Henry. Mo's going to drop the nade out toward platform where Elige has been playing. Doesn't quite make it past the box, so Elige will survive. 90 HP in turn for Mo as they throw one back his direction, but it's Fancy again that's going to open it up. Hiko goes down, so once more, Liquid has to play a deficit when their backs are already against the wall.
Now they can slow things down. The CTs need to react and work out if they can get any sort of intel here. Kusta's going to be left alone towards A, and you can see now TYLOO backing off, leading Mo towards B by himself, and they've smoked out the CTs as well, so they're trying to work out what's going on. And Kusta, he's going a little bit too aggressive here. If he gets taken down, that could be round over. He needs to be very careful indeed. He's going to have presence from somebody, and towards middle as well. Kind of biding his time, working out what's the next move here. This next kill could mean everything.
This is so much pressure on Kusta. That flash, they were set for it. The back was turned. They were looking for the way in, but Kusta, he's going to face this. There's 4 people there. 1 behind and 3 in front, and DD's got it. They're down 2 men now. Another big clutch situation that Liquid has to prevail in. Fancy's going to go. He's going to catch them off the vent. Slow movement speed. Simple's down. 1 shot from Nitro again, but he's on 50, and this time he can't play the hero, and it's gone. Liquid falls. The semi-finalists from the major lose to TYLOO.
What a storyline that is. TYLOO, we didn't really know what to expect coming into this, what they would bring to the table, but they've taken down Liquid, as you said, semi-finalists at the major, someone who's looking to grow and show us they can compete in the Tiers 1 of CS. Hiko.
And that hurts. I mean, it's not even